And welcome if you just joined us. It's 13 minutes past 11. It's Philippa on the mid-morning show here on Asian Star. It's 101.6 FM. Once you've graduated and you've got all your degrees and your letters after your name and so on, and you've got a great business idea, maybe you need a bit of advice, you need to meet some people in the local community who can help you move ahead and develop your business. Well, here's a great idea. It's a business community called Business Biscotti, and the founder of Business Biscotti, Sue Reeves, joins me now. Welcome, Sue.
Thank you, Philippa, for inviting me into the studio this morning.
You're very welcome. So tell me, how did you first come up with the idea for Business Biscotti?
Louise Farrell from Indigo HR and myself decided about 4 years ago that there was nothing out there for small businesses to drop in and just flexibly network with one another. So in 3.5 years ago, we set up one group at Daisy's Coffee Shop in Sonning Common to just invite businesses in to drop in and network with each other, buy a cup of coffee completely free, completely flexible, no membership.
Okay, now it's not a business, is it? So it's free to join, free to participate in the events. There's no membership fees or anything like that.
No, there's nothing at all. It's completely flexible. What we decided to do at Christmas last year was to grow the Business Biscotti community. And what we've done is built it into 40 groups. So April this year, we actually launched our second group. We now have 40 groups which people can drop into completely free of charge, without membership, and buy a cup of coffee and network.
That's a staggering growth, isn't it, in just 5 months? And this is, I know that you are sort of branching out up north now, but it's primarily in the local
Most
region.
of the groups, Philippa, are actually based in the Thames Valley at the moment. We have 3 groups in Yorkshire. We're branching into West London, but the majority of the groups, something like 28 groups, are actually based in and around the Thames Valley. And supporting that is a website, which you mentioned at the beginning, businessbiscotti.co.uk, is a community whereby people can go join free of charge and network with those people that they've met at the groups.
Because, I mean, there are other business clubs out there, aren't there? There's the Chambers of Commerce, the IOD, that's the Institute of Directors, there's trade associations and so on. What makes Business Biscotti different?
We are very different because we're not a membership club, so we are a community. It's completely free, it's flexible, and it's great fun. So, for example, today we've got 3 Business Biscotti groups running, and people just drop in from one to another. They build solid relationships and they do business.
What sort of people are joining up?
We have anybody from someone who's just been made redundant with a little bit of money in their pocket and wants to start in business, looking for help, contacts, advice. We have solicitors and accountants practices who are UK-wide. We have big corporate companies who send 1 or 2 of their delegates along to join in and flexibly network. But we have lots of small to medium-sized businesses who employ 5, 10, 15 people who want to get out the office and just meet other businesses and actually make contacts, set up meetings, do business that generate into sales and then profit.
Excellent, excellent. So how does it work? How often do the groups meet up?
Every single group meets at a venue, and the venue very kindly donates their space to us free of charge. They become a venue ambassador, and they have a web page on the businessbiscotti.co.uk website. People then go onto that and look at where the event is taking place and when. There's a full calendar, full list of events. So, for example, next week we have the Langley Heathrow West, which meets at the Quality Inn, which is now a Holiday Inn, on the 2nd Thursday, and they meet between 8:30 and 10:30 every single month. So each month, every group meets at the same place, at the same time, and that detail is found in the community.
Online around the world, Asian Star 1016.co.uk, streaming live.
And welcome. If you just joined us, it's Philippa here with the Mid-Morning Show. And I'm joined by Sue Reeves, who is the founder, or co-founder
with Louise Farrell,
of Business Biscotti, which is a business community, online, offline, meetings, all sorts of things. So thank you, Sue, for joining us.
Thank you, Philippa.
Before the break there, we were talking about, how quickly Business Biscotti has grown and what sort of people are members of the community. But it's not just about businesses, is it? Charities and not-for-profit are involved as well.
Yeah, we have quite a few small charities, but also some major charities who want to actually become ambassadors of groups so that they can raise the profile of the charity, but also so that they can connect with local businesses and do fundraising initiatives, both through the groups and also obviously through the community online.
Okay, and so you mentioned online there. The website is really the hub of the community, isn't it?
Yes.
What sort of information can people find on the website?
There's a lot of information. You can find all the groups listed, but members can list their own events. So if somebody's running a workshop or a seminar, they can post that free of charge. They can advertise their business completely free of charge. They can blog, they can book meetings one-to-one with other members of the community so that they can meet up at a group. They can run a group online. There's lots and lots of different things inside the community. So if you go onto the website, you only see 20% of what's actually there. If you join the site, join the community, which is free, then you get access to all these other things that are going on there and business.
Excellent. And what's next? What's knowledge base was something you mentioned?
Yeah, knowledge base is something that we're just in the process of putting together. It's going to contain lots of really meaty information, documents, tips, advice supplied by the community for the community. So, for example, if you've just been made redundant and you're thinking of starting up in business, but you don't know whether you need to be a sole trader, partnership, limited company, that sort of information is actually going to sit inside the community, and hopefully the people who supply the information may get access to that person to advise them.
Okay, so I think what we need to know is, if we want to become a member of the community, what's the best way to go about it? Is it just to turn up at an event or to register on the website?
All the information for the groups where the events happen sits on the website, the businessbiscotti.co.uk, and you can turn up at a group completely free of charge any time, and then you can just network. So there's no commitment at all to join the online community, but most people do. Alternatively, if you don't want to go out networking, just go on to www.businessbiscotti.co.uk and join. It's free, it's simple, you just put a profile on there and you can network online. Most people do both.
Because at the events you're getting, about 50 people at each meeting?
Upwards of 50, yeah. They vary tremendously because it depends on the venue, but we get anywhere between 20 and 50. Coming at the Christmas showcase, we're going to have 125 people at Danesfield House, and they have kindly donated the Grand Hall to Business Biscotti for our Christmas event, which is fantastic.
Terrific, lovely. And when is that taking place?
It's 7th of December. It's 9 o'clock until 11 o'clock. It'll be a drop-in event. However, they will have to book it online at the website, and there will be a charge of £15 because we've got to cover the cost of pain au chocolat, lovely pastries, plus also tea and coffee.
Lovely. Okay, well, we look forward to that. Just give us the website one more time, Sue.
www.businessbiscotti.co.uk.
Lovely. I think that's a perfect solution. We have many entrepreneurial types in the Asian Star family, and I do hope they'll all come along and join and reap the benefits of a great local business community. Thanks very much indeed, Sue Reeves from Business Biscotti.